Right now at 3:30, festivity restriction. Hanukkah begins this Sunday, but Jewish inmates in Broward County will not be allowed to properly celebrate.
That's because they can't light a menorah with a real flame, and now we're learning why. Local 10's Rosh Lowe joining us live from Fort Lauderdale with this exclusive. Rosh.
Well, time is of the essence, and this is turning into a real controversy. More than 20 rabbis have written a letter to Sheriff Tony here in Broward County, imploring him to allow Jewish inmates to light a menorah with a real flame. He's not allowing that to happen, and they're asking why, when in Miami-Dade County you can do that. Now a congresswoman is involved. Hanukkah begins Sunday evening, but Jewish inmates in Broward County will not be allowed to light a menorah with a real flame.
Which is a restriction placed on by the fire marshals and codes, both in Pompano and Fort Lauderdale. So we can't make that type of concession.
The sheriff says it's a fire hazard, but according to rabbis who have gathered outside the Broward County jail, they say surrounding counties allow this practice. The sheriff has said he will allow an electric bulb, but that violates Jewish law, say the rabbis.
An electric bulb just does not fulfill the commandment of the holiday, so please allow the menorah to be kindled.
Stop putting stumbling blocks, make it easier.
Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz has been trying to find a solution.
Unfortunately, Sheriff Tony and the fire marshal, who I've not had a chance to talk to, have been unwilling to work out a compromise.
What we can't do is to modify policies and put in danger over 3,500 inmates that I'm responsible for.
Our counties to the south and north, Miami-Dade and in Palm Beach, and others around the state are able to have their inmates light a menorah.
If we would work together, we can really do a lot for the inmates.
The rabbis say this is not just about Hanukkah. It is about the right of everyone, including inmates, to observe their religion in the proper way.
Unfortunately, they have been frustratingly unwilling to try to work out a compromise. And again, we're talking about individual inmates, Jewish inmates, being able to observe and practice their faith in the traditional way.
This is not a priority to him. He seems to not care at all.
Okay, so we did reach out to Miami-Dade Corrections, and look at this. This is what they say. They say they do allow our inmates of Jewish faith to light live candle menorahs in tradition with Orthodox Judaism. They say a staff member is present at all times with fire extinguishing equipment and control the main open flame to ensure safety precautions are being followed. So here's the question from the congresswoman and these rabbis. If just several miles away in Miami-Dade County they are allowing this practice, what is the issue here? Sheriff Tony says it's about the fire marshal, who, by the way, the congresswoman hasn't been able to be in contact with and we haven't been able to speak to. But as of now, the sheriff is not backing down. The rabbis hope he will take a listen, hear their plea, and change his mind. We'll keep you posted before Sunday evening. For now, we are live outside the Broward County Jail. I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
We know you're on top of it. Thank you, Rosh.